Have you felt it? That strange, unshakable tension in the air, like the world is holding its breath before a storm? It is no coincidence. We are living through a moment the ancients could only dream of, the turning of the great cosmic wheel. After thousands of years under the veil of Pisces, the age of faith, sacrifice, and spiritual longing, the sun's slow drift across the heavens pulls us into the untamed current of Aquarius. This is not a gentle crossing. It is a cataclysm of the soul, a tearing away from everything familiar. Traditions that once gave comfort now crumble to dust. Institutions that ruled for centuries tremble at their foundations. You can feel it deep inside, the old world gasping for breath, the new world howling in its infancy. It's exhilarating, terrifying, inevitable. We stand on the razor's edge between what was and what must be, with no map to guide us. Every feeling of restlessness, every sleepless night, every whisper that something greater stirs beneath the surface is the voice of the cosmos, urging us forward. The Age of Aquarius is not merely a change of calendar. It is the death and rebirth of humanity itself. And we, whether ready or not, are the midwives of this coming dawn. To resist is to be torn apart by the tides. To surrender is to be reborn as something greater, freer, wiser, more connected to the living pulse of the universe. The choice is not distant. It is now. The threshold has opened, and the universe itself leans in, waiting to see who among us will dare to step across. For centuries, we lived in a world of cold absolutes. Science, they told us, belonged to the mind, sterile, mechanical, and heartless, while spirit was left to the quiet corners of churches and temples, forever exiled from the real world. But now, under the electric skies of the Age of Aquarius, the old walls crumble. Quantum physics shatters the illusion of separation. It whispers truths once reserved for sages and mystics, that reality itself is not solid, but shimmering, that every atom hums with unseen waves, every thought ripples across the universe. Science and spirit, once sworn enemies, now reach toward each other like long-lost twins. The electron dances as both a particle and a wave. Light moves through the void, seen and unseen at once. And we, the children of this cosmic dance, are beginning to awaken to what was hidden all along. That life is not a series of mechanical accidents, but a grand symphony of energy and intention. Restlessness brews in the heart of humanity because we sense it. The old explanations are no longer enough. The rigid world we were taught to believe in trembles, unable to contain the vastness now revealed. The Age of Aquarius demands more from us. Not blind faith, not rigid skepticism, but a fearless integration of both logic and wonder. We are standing at the crossroads where the microscope meets the soul, where equations and intuition weave a single tapestry. And as we step into this uncharted realm, we must let go of the need for certainty and embrace instead the wild, exhilarating truth that everything is alive, interconnected, and endlessly more magical than we ever dared to imagine. This is not a revolution you will see on the evening news. There will be no marching armies, no grand speeches on crumbling podiums. No flags will be raised, no anthems will be sung. This is a revolution that begins in silence, in the restless, uneasy beating of your own heart. The Age of Aquarius does not demand loyalty to a nation, a creed, or a leader. It demands something far more terrifying, that you wake up, that you look inward, where the real battle has always raged, between fear and courage, ignorance and wisdom, illusion and truth. For centuries, we sought salvation in external heroes, in systems and saviors. But now, the cosmos calls each of us to become our own liberator. The old world is collapsing, not with a bang, but with a soft, relentless unraveling, one soul at a time. As institutions falter and ideologies fracture, a deeper truth emerges. no one is coming to save us. The savior we long for has always lived within. This revolution is raw, intimate, and relentless. It asks you to strip away everything false, to meet the shadow parts of yourself with compassion, to find your light without needing permission. And it is contagious. One awakened soul sparks another, and another, until the invisible web of humanity itself begins to hum with a new vibration. There is no enemy to conquer, only an inner fortress to dismantle. There is no glory to win, only the quiet, triumphant return to who we were always meant to be. In the Age of Aquarius, the battlefield is the heart, and victory is awakening. As the Age of Aquarius rises, we find ourselves standing at a crossroads unlike any humanity has faced before. In our hands, we hold tools of staggering power, artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, quantum computing, miracles that once lived only in the fevered dreams of visionaries. But these wonders are not passive gifts. They are tests. They ask us, will you build bridges or walls? Will you create life or hasten destruction? Technology, once a distant helper, now breathes at our necks, whispering promises and threats in equal measure. It can heal the sick, end hunger, connect billions in an instant, but it can also isolate, manipulate, and even erase the very essence of what it means to be human. The boundary between flesh and machine thins daily, and with every new breakthrough, the ancient question looms louder. Just because we can, should we? The Age of Aquarius demands that we answer wisely, for technology is neither savior nor villain. It is a mirror. It reflects back to us the raw material of our collective consciousness. If we remain driven by fear, greed, and domination, our inventions will chain us tighter than any tyrant ever could. But if we awaken, if we temper brilliance with compassion, ambition with wisdom, then these same tools could usher in an age of unparalleled flourishing. The internet was only the beginning. A web connecting minds, yes, but also exposing souls for better or worse. Artificial intelligence grows daily more intuitive, more eerily human, forcing us to confront our own vulnerabilities and biases. Will we create machines that serve life, that amplify our highest ideals? Or will we forge new masters in our own broken image? The choice is not distant. It is now. Every line of code written, every innovation unveiled, every ethical line crossed or honored shapes the future racing toward us. The restless energy you feel, that electric hum in the background of life, is the tension of this moment, the birth of a new world or the descent into a digital prison of our own making. We are the architects of tomorrow. In our awakening, in our compassion, lies the blueprint for whether technology becomes humanity's greatest ally or its final adversary. The earth is whispering, no, she is crying out, and for the first time, more of us are beginning to hear her. The Age of Aquarius pulls back the veil, revealing a truth we have long refused to face. This planet, this breathing, living entity we call home, is not infinite. Her patience, once so generous, now wears thin beneath the weight of our greed. Forests fall silent, oceans swell with poison, skies darken with invisible wounds. We have lived like reckless heirs, squandering a vast inheritance, believing the feast would never end. But the feast is ending. The earth sends her final warning: heal or fall. This is not a distant future. It is here, now. Every dying reef, every vanishing species, every fever drought is a page torn from the book of warnings humanity once refused to read. No technology will save us if we continue to see the earth as separate from ourselves. In the Age of Aquarius, that illusion crumbles. We are not rulers of this world. We are threads woven into its fragile tapestry. To harm the earth is to tear at our own flesh. To heal her is to heal ourselves. The restlessness you feel, that low, relentless hum of unease, is not paranoia. It is the deep, ancient part of your spirit recognizing that time is short. The Age of Aquarius calls us not only to awaken spiritually, but to act physically, to reforge our bond with nature, to honor the sacredness of every living being, to build societies not on conquest, but on stewardship. It demands a radical shift from domination to collaboration, from extraction to regeneration. Sustainability is no longer a noble ideal. It is survival itself. The Earth offers us one final partnership. If we move now, with humility and fierce love, she will renew herself, and us along with her. But if we hesitate, if we cling to the crumbling empires of consumption and denial, we will fall together into the dust. In the Age of Aquarius, saving the world is not a grand gesture made by a few. It is 1,000 small acts, multiplied across billions of souls who choose to remember. We are the Earth, and she is us. Awakening sounds beautiful, but the truth is it begins with breaking. In the Age of Aquarius, the soul's first initiation is not through comfort, but through chaos. It is a painful shedding, a violent confrontation with everything we once clung to for safety. Old beliefs, old identities, old illusions, all are pulled into the light and stripped away. This is why so many feel restless, anxious, lost. It is not that the world is ending. It is that we're being asked to end who we were in order to become who we must be. Transformation demands sacrifice, not of blood, but of certainty. The structures we trusted, governments, economies, even our understanding of science and spirit, tremble under the weight of a new consciousness. Every crisis, every collapse, is not punishment but invitation. The storms that batter our lives are sacred tempests, clearing the debris to make space for something greater. The Age of Aquarius does not coddle, it initiates. It demands that we meet our deepest fears head-on, that we endure the grief of letting go, that we summon the courage to live without a script. True awakening feels, at first, like falling. But in the fall, we shed our illusions of control. In the free fall, we finally open our wings. The pain you feel, the disorientation, the aching need for meaning, these are not signs of failure. They are the signs of your becoming. In the end, it is not comfort that saves us, but the fire of transformation we are brave enough to endure. The Age of Aquarius whispers, endure the breaking, and you will find yourself remade in the light. We are living through a rare and breathtaking crossroads, a cosmic tipping point where science and spirit collide. Inner revolutions ignite, and technology dares to mirror our souls. The Earth calls for healing with a voice we can no longer ignore, while every advance, every collapse, pushes us closer to a final choice, awaken or fall. The Age of Aquarius is not a prophecy waiting in the distance. It is already here, unfolding within and around us. This is the age of reckoning and rebirth, and each of us holds the power to shape what comes next.